Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Lily. I am so happy that you're here with me. In today's video, I am going to do another journal with me session. I did one just recently and you guys absolutely loved it. Thank you so much. If you want to see that video, I'm going to link it up above. It's also in the description area below. All you have to do is expand the description area, scroll all the way to the bottom, and you will see all the thumbnails of all of the videos that I referenced throughout this video. If you have any questions, please let me know. Okay, we're going to do a journal with me again, and I am going to work in this journal right here. I have the beautiful sun rays coming in this morning, but this is my journal, the one I'm using right now for 2025. I've just started journaling in it, and I thought I would bring you along so that we can fill up the pages together. And what I like to do is take junk that I have saved, personal things from my daily life, things that I keep in a little bag like this. This is all my own personal junk, the things that I collect in my handbag as I go about my day, things I come across, things that I did. It's all in this little bag. And so I will be pulling items from this bag to create layouts. And I love journaling with quotes. And so when I come across an inspirational quote, I will jot it down, probably on a sticky or just on my notepad, on my planner, and then I transfer it over to my journal. I also like to document my own thoughts and maybe even will include pictures, and I want my journal pages to tell a story, my story. And so if you watched my previous video, I share a little bit more about my personal life. And that video shared a really personal story about my late brother, Ariel. Today's story won't be as deep. It's actually just whatever comes to mind. So a lot of the things that I have in here will remind me of different things in my life. And so whatever I pull out of here is what will prompt my story, but I know it will be so much fun, and I'm so happy that you're here with me. Are you ready to get started? Let's go over to the Crafty Loft so that we can begin the journal with me session. This is my junk journal, the one that I will be working on this year until I can't work on it anymore. It may go a couple years, so you never know. I don't replace them every year. I kind of just fill them up until until they get really chunky, and then I just move on to the next one. And this one's really, really nice. I really love how it looks. I am going to jump over to the very last page that we worked on, where we did a journal with me, so I can show you the last layout that I worked on. If you would like to see how I did this, I am going to have that video link for you right here. If you missed the little card, just open up the description area, scroll to the very bottom, and you'll see all the thumbnails of the videos that I am going to reference throughout this video. And so this is where I left off. I went back and added a few things. I added a little sticker here that reads, "Be you bravely." And then I highlighted the quote. So I just went around with a pen and did that. But this was so fun to make. If you want to get to know me, want to know more, a little bit about my life, because I do storytelling. I didn't know it was going to be that way, but it just happened. And so I think it's a really fun video to watch. I will continue to do journal with me sessions so that you can get to know me a little bit better. I get more personal. So go watch that video. I think it's a lot of fun. And I also thumb through all of the other pages and talk about the journal itself. I've already selected the page that I want to journal on. So I've selected this here. It is in the second signature. And I want to work with this color palette right here. And I've gone through my little bag, and you saw it in the very beginning. This is just a little gift bag that holds all of my junk from everyday things, just stickers and things that I've done. Here's a raffle ticket, and then here's a little candy wrapper. So things from my personal and everyday life. I've gone through that little bag and I've selected a few things. Plus, I took out some note papers from my stash when I create junk journals for sale, when I prepare Happy Mail, I like to include a lot of note papers. So I am going to try to work note papers into today's layout. I kind of have an idea as to what I want to do, but it's not finalized and it can go in different directions. I'm going to use some clips to kind of hold my pages open. This is the quote that I want to work with today. In the previous video, I talked about how I like journaling with quotes. Whenever I come across an interesting quote, an inspiring quote, something that stops me in my tracks, I will jot it down and then I save it for later. And I really liked this one. Everybody has a chapter they don't read out loud. And I think that goes not just for me, but like it says here, for everybody. There are so many things that we don't know about people because they keep it private. We don't have to editorialize everything about ourselves. Just remember that. And okay, so that's my quote. And then I just selected random little things. This is a sticker that I received from a coffee cup, like a travel cup that my daughter gave me for my birthday last year. These are little hearts that I cut out, corrugated hearts, and I used a coffee sleeve to cut these out. So maybe I'll use some of these. And then die cuts. I really like this Cricut paper. I used it in the last layout. Maybe I'll use it today. It's Cricut paper or Cricut vinyl. I don't Cricut vinyl, but that was in my stash. That little thing that I've been wanting to put on a journal layout for a while. It kind of keeps floating around. And then some stickers. I love In-N-Out. I mean, I love In-N-Out. I go there. I try to go there at least once a week so I can get myself a protein burger. It is my favorite place. I grew up with In-N-Out in LA. And when I was a teenager, my best friend of 55 years, Edna, she's the one that introduced me to In-N-Out because she had one just down her street in La Puente as, you know, they call it over there. And I think La Puente is the home of In-N-Out University. Anyway, I love In-N-Out. See, it's not just a bumper sticker. There's a story behind everything that I collect, all the little junky junk, and I'm sure you do too. Here's a random sticker, but this is like a reflection of my personality. I love the lightning bolt, and I think there was a lightning bolt brand of clothing back in the 80s, so that's what that reminds me of. I got some junk mail, and it had my name on it, so I cut that out. And then this is a tag from something I purchased. And then this cute little, I'm definitely going to use this in today's layout. And it was a gift from my niece. She hand drew these little stems. Isn't that so cute? And she presented me with a nice little gift on Mother's Day a couple years ago. And then I have this tag. It was like a prototype, so it didn't turn out quite well, but this is what I end up keeping for my own personal junk journals. Let me show you really quick what I did. So it started out like this, but it ended up like this. This is the final project. I have a video showing you how I make these tags. I'll link that up above for you. But this was so super stinking easy. These are envelopes. And all I did, I wish I had an envelope nearby. I do, hang on. I took a regular number 10 envelope. It can be a new envelope or a junk mail envelope. I sealed it, and let's say you have one of these, but it has a window. It doesn't matter. I sealed it, and then I folded the bottom up. Actually, yeah, I folded the bottom up like this, and then I collaged this area right here, and then I collaged this area here, and I show you 3 different methods how to seal the sides. And then I just clipped the top, added a hole, a reinforcer, and turned it into a tag, and it went from plain envelope to this right here. Do you see the collage? And then they're stitching all the way around this one. It has a little pocket. And then this one also, see my little pocket? This again was another prototype. For this one, I actually cut the bottom, but then I decided I could just fold it up and create a pocket. So this, along with this one, were the prototypes. This one's whack, but I'm gonna keep it for my own junk journal. This one turned out kind of nice. And then, so this was really fun to make, especially if you collect envelopes the way I collect envelopes, or save envelopes, junk mail envelopes, new envelopes. I have an abundance of envelopes and I wanted to be able to use them in different ways. You know, I love making little house envelope pockets. And if you're not familiar, I'm going to link a playlist of how you can also reuse envelopes to make beautiful little house envelope pockets. Okay, so that is what I did. That is that. And that is why I have this. And I actually want to use this one in today's layout. And it's just random paper scraps and some of my favorite washi. And then this is a gift card that my middle daughter, Devin, gave me. So maybe I'll use that. Here is a postcard that I received from one of my favorite online shopping stores, sundancecatalog.com. I'm not going to use the entire postcard, but I want to use this down below where it reads, "Wishing you wonder." And then on the reverse, I like how it reads, "We love this journey." And so that is why I saved this, but I really like that sweater. So, and then a random little envelope. So that's what I've selected. I may reach into the little bag and do a few things, but what I want to do is somehow make this the focal point of my page, but I also want to do some type of like collage work. I love pages that have collage and have a lot going on. My pages are quite simple. I tried to do that here where there's like a collage, almost like a mood board type of layout, because typically my pages are super, super simple. I do stuff like this where I jot down my quote with a marker, do some doodling, pretty basic. See, pretty basic, but I love the layered look. And that is what I want to do today. So I am going to attach this and make this my center, my focal point. And maybe let's start with that. So I am going to put that here. Okay, and then I want to do the quote over this area right here, but I want to create some type of layout on the background, like layering. Oh, maybe that. That is cute. Let's use that wrapper. That is so cute. I am going to do that. I don't know if I don't try. I save the things so that I could use them. So I am going to use them. This is candy wrapper from a candy that Devin gave me in a present. I think it was from Valentine's last year. And she loves shopping at a store. It's a boutique in Salt Lake, and it's called La Petite Maison. And I am going to put that right there. And so we love shopping at that little shop. The owners travel to France often, and they bring back treats and goodies to sell in their shop. Okay, I'm going to use this. I have Mod Podge in this bottle that used to be art glitter glue. It's just easier for me to do that, to work with it. I'm using up my supplies. I am shopping my stash, and I'm doing things a little bit differently, using adhesives different. I have it. I'm going to use it. So I'm just going to layer that there. I'll go back and trim any of the excess. A lot of the little things that I collect, like I mentioned, they do tell a little story. And it's okay if I cover some of the things. I just want to create like a layered look. Let's see what else is in here. I want to use thin papers for the background. Maybe I have a few other things in here. in my little bag. Maybe I'll reach and grab some scrapbooking paper, because a lot of the things that I have in this bag, I also want to use as focal points. That's a lot of focal points. I'm going to grab some scrap papers. I didn't fuss over the scraps too much. This is beautiful wrapping paper. Isn't that gorgeous? So that was just leftover wrapping paper and some old scrapbooking paper. So let me do this. I'm going to put that right here. And this time I'm just going to go directly onto the page. Where's my big brush? I used Mod Podge on my previous page, and it warped a little bit, but only until it dried. These are scrapbooking papers, and they're pretty sturdy. And so I think they will work well, like that. Because I want to do this, but I want to create more interest in the background. Maybe I'll do this over here. Right now that I'm creating this video, I have a little bit of free time, but I actually have to finish packing my suitcases because I am traveling. I'm going on vacation in a couple days, and this is the first time in 20 years, we are 2025, in 20 years that I'm traveling with my daughters, except my youngest daughter. She's not able to go with us. We are taking a nice family vacation. Last year, I traveled with my oldest daughter for the first time in 19 years, and we went to Mexico and had an amazing time. If you would like to see a little bit of our vacation, I like to post that on my personal Instagram, and I'll have that handle in the description area below. Ooh, I like the way that looks. Look at how pretty that is. Let's see. Yes, this is exactly what I wanted. Okay, and so we are all going. It's my middle daughter, Devin, her husband and children, and then my oldest daughter, Dero, and then her son. My granddaughters were unable to go this year. Okay, so I am now going to do that. I actually want a little pop of black to kind of kiss this black right there. So I'm going to do this right here with the Yeti. Maybe. Oh, I don't know. Yeah. Right there. It's okay how it looks. It's a junk journal. And then my parents are going to meet up with us over there as well. Anyway, there's 7 of us traveling. So it'll be 7 of us and then my parents. And we're all going to go to our family's town. Perfect. That's what I want right here. And now for this, I want to make sure that it grabs hold on the page. So I'm going to use a heavier adhesive. So I'm going to use the Ultimate Glue. So we're all going to the state of Jalisco in Mexico, and we're going to the rodeo. It's a huge carnival in the town where my parents are from. There's rodeo. Oh, it's so much fun. And then we'll be there 5 days prior to Lent. And then so we'll be there Ash Wednesday. And then the day after Ash Wednesday, we're all going down. Is that enough glue? I think that's enough glue. And then the day after Ash Wednesday on Thursday, we're going to go down to the coast. We're going to spend a week at the beach in this beautiful small beach town. Oh my gosh. And so we're going to be there, and then we'll make our way back to the town and then come back. So it is going to be an amazing couple of weeks. I'm so excited. I took my kids down to Mexico, like a big family trip in 2005 to Mexico. And that was all my kids. And then I took my 3 daughters, my 2 granddaughters, and then my sister's 2 boys. And then it was my mother. So it was 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of us, just my mother and me with all those kids. And we went down to Mexico and spent an amazing time. And I can't believe we're doing it again after 20 years. And then hopefully my younger daughter will be able to join us, because we plan on doing this every year. I went last year, and then prior to that, I went in 2019. It's just one of my annual destinations from now on. So much fun. Okay, how is that? That looks good. It looks junky, and I'm okay with that. So I'm going to have this dry for just a moment. I'm going to place something heavy on top so that it grabs. And I'm going to step aside, and I'll be right back. Okay, that I think has dried enough. I forgot, I've got this in the little junky bag. I wanted to add some ribbon through that eyelet. Let's see if I can squeeze that through in there. There, it worked. And I'll just cut that really quick right there. There you go. Ta-da! And right now we're all just, it's so cold here. We've had a few snow days, and we just can't wait to get out to the warm weather. It'll be in the 80s. And then after my trip to Mexico, then I'm going to go spend the month of March in California. There's a lot of things that I'd like to go do over there. I'm hoping that I can get a chance to go down to San Diego. There's a few places I'd like to go over there. And so for the past, 3 or 4 years, I have taken the entire month of March off. Last year, I took all of February and March to vacation. And I think it was like a perfect time to reset. And so now I look forward to doing that every single year. Here is the note paper. Put that right there. Here's the note paper that I would like to use. So I'm going to do that, but I'm not going to use all the paper. Just like this. And then I want to use this right here. I don't know. I'm just kind of placing things to see how they look. So I'm really excited to go on vacation. Oh, this is cute right here. Am I like that? Like that? Just kind of piece things together. And like that. I don't know. We'll see. I did want to add this and do like a flip out. So if I were to do this, then I go like this. I'm going to do that right there. Let me jot down the quote, because I know what I want to do with that. What about this other stuff that I wanted to use? Yes, I'm going to stick the sticker down. I don't want to overthink this. These are the things, that we collect. Every time I go to In-N-Out, I ask for a bumper sticker, just so you guys know these are free. Okay, let me get closer and peel this apart. Duh. It has a score there, so I could peel that off. Oh, I was struggling with that. Okay, so now I'm going to put that over here. last summer, I took another trip to Mexico, and that time around, it was my parents, my sister, and my older brother. My older brother's name is Caesar. And so we went down for the summer and spent a week over there. And that was the first time, let's see, I can't remember what it was exactly, maybe since 1985. So last year was the first time since 1985 that we traveled as a family to Mexico. My parents, my sister, my brother, and me. And my brother drove us crazy on the trip. Oh my gosh, I almost karate chopped him in the neck. And we bickered like siblings do, except we are grown people now. But the entire trip, we bickered like little teenagers. It was insane. But we had a good time anyway. Now we just tease each other about, oh, maybe it goes in here. Oh, look at that. But we tease each other about that trip. But that was so much fun. I think I'm going to do that. Look at how cute that would be. Yes, right there. Put that there. But that was so much fun. So, and the reason why we did that was my parents and, well, we are, okay, I peeled that off. I paused because it's hard to work and talk, to craft and talk at the same time, especially because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just kind of winging it. And so I'm getting really distracted with the work. Anyway, so my parents and us, my parents built a house in Mexico. And it took a while, and so we went last year to kind of see the progress of the construction. And so we all went, and that was so much fun. So this year, the house is finished, and I'm packing. We're all taking things like to furnish the house, even though we can buy things over there. But there's some things here that we need to take. And so we all get to stay in the new house. Oh, I like that. That is so cute. So we all get to stay in the new house because prior to that, we would stay at my grandma's house. My grandmother lives in California, but she has her house in Mexico, and that's just like the family house. That's just where all of us go. And so now we get to stay in our own house. And my parents were there earlier this year so they can kind of furnish it a little bit. So they got beds for the bedrooms, appliances, things like that. But I honestly don't know what to expect. So we may not have any chairs or to sit on, but that's okay. We'll be out and about. I love how this is turning out. It looks junky, it looks messy, but it's a creative chaos. Oh, I really like that. I have this Post-it note that I wanted to use, and it reads, if you talk about me, make sure I had fun. I love this, and I think I'm going to stick it, look, right there. I'm going to put it right here. Oh, I love these. These are like snarky Post-it notes. They're not from the Post-it note brand, but I bought these at a boutique in Salt Lake called, oh my gosh, my mind went blank, Yarn and Spool. Oh my goodness, my mind went blank, and I go there every year. But they have these at the counter, and I just had to have these. And if you've noticed, and if you've watched my videos, I include these in my journals and also in Happy Mail. I just think they're so fun. I have another one too. Oh, I don't have it handy or else I would show it to you. I almost put my paintbrush in my coffee and my water is over here. Yeah. By the way, when I paint, I have almost sipped out of paint water. So make sure you keep those separate or else you'll be drinking paint water. Look at that. Oh my goodness, I love that so much. Everything here is everything that I absolutely love. I wanted to use my name. I still have to do the quote. Oh my gosh. I'm going to stick my name. So many of you know that I also, aside from doing full-time real estate, I also work part-time at Costco. Why not? And so I have a name badge, and my name badge reads Lillian, and a lady approached me, and she said Lion. She pronounced my name as Lion. I don't know. I don't know why she did that. I mean, I could see it, Lion, but it's pretty straightforward. My name is pretty straightforward. Okay, what else? This one here, this lightning bolt. Yes, let's just use all the stickers. I took them out because I wanted to use them, and I will use them like that. It's crazy. This reminds me of like little kids, even myself when I was in kindergarten, where you give them stickers and then they just put all the stickers on the one thing. Okay, I am going to write out, everybody has a chapter they don't read out loud, and I want to do that on this right here. Oh, I have this one too. On this one, this is a sticky note. I think I'll do it on the sticky note. See how either will coordinate? But I'll do it. So I'm just going to transfer this onto this. I'm going to move this aside for just a moment. And I am going to jot it down. I'm going to use a pen. This is a Uniball Air pen. Let me do something underneath here. I think it's important for you to document in your own writing. I did think about printing this on a Word document and then cutting it apart. But then I decided that this is what I want to do. Okay, so everybody, do the little quotations. Everybody has a chapter they don't read out loud. That's all of us. And then today's date is, what is today? Today is February 22nd, 2025. Yesterday was my grandmother's birthday. She lives in LA. My parents went down to celebrate with my grandma. My grandma is 104 years old. How awesome is that? 104 years old. And I don't think she is traveling to Mexico this year. She has been to Mexico every year to celebrate her birthday over there. But I don't think she's going this year. But I don't know for sure. She loves going to Mexico. And she would usually spend a couple months out there. So I hope that she does end up going. That would be so fun. Last year we had a big birthday party for her in Mexico, as we did when I was there in 2019. And then when she turned 100, we also had a big celebration for her in California. So how awesome. And that is my paternal grandmother. I like that. I will probably go around and kind of frame that so it pops a little bit. I'm just making sure that it sticks. Okay, is there anything else that we want to add? I'm going to save this for another page. Maybe like this, maybe over here. But I'm going to save it for another page. I'm going to leave this open like this. Do I want to add another cutout? Yes. I'm going to use a strong glue. Corrugated hearts are so fun to use. And so this is from a coffee sleeve. I think I mentioned that. Oh, I'm running out of glue. I'm not running out of glue. I may be running out of this glue, but in that previous video of the other layout, I actually give you a glimpse of my glue drawer. Oh my goodness. I still have plenty of glue. I'm going to stick that there. I'm going to hold it with a clip just so it grabs. And then I thought about using this and using it as a tab. Maybe stapling it over here, but I think I'll save this for something else. And let's see, what else? Did I use most of what I wanted to use? Oh, this. I didn't cut this out. Wishing you wonder. So I'm going to cut it out. We love this journey. That one. Nope, I'm going to use the bottom over here. And then I'll save the top for something else. I know that you're watching this video, what is it, like a month later from when I did this. But I have been, because I know I'm going to be gone for a little over a month, I wanted to make sure that I had plenty of content prepared. And then this journal with me is something new that I just started, and I would like to continue to do this. Wishing you wonder. So I will put that there. I'll put something heavy on it just for a moment so it dries. Okay, I cleaned up the area a little bit, got rid of some of the trash. I think I'm pretty much done. And I want to frame this right here. So I'm just going to grab a Sharpie and I am going to go around the frame. I wasn't sure if this will go, or the ink would work because there is Mod Podge medium over that. But it seems to be working just fine. Let me do another squiggly border all the way around. And this will kind of frame it out. Yes, look at that. I'm going to do a few hearts. Maybe a few over here. That just kind of personalizes it a little bit more. Maybe some hearts right here to fill in the blanks. And maybe some over here. So I just love the little pops of black, especially little hearts. So I will just randomly, what this does is it brings everything together and it makes it look cohesive and not so junky, even though it's junky, but I just love how this is turning out. And again, I may come back just like I did with the other page and fill in some things. There's nothing wrong with going back after you've worked on your layouts to go back and add a few more this and that just to kind of finish it off. But I really, really love how this turned out. Let me add a few more hearts over here. Maybe right here with the stars. Oh yes, so cute. Right here within this heart. I can't get enough. I just can't get enough of all of the cute little hearts. Remember that your personal junk journal is your own and you can create and do whatever it is that you like. And when you are done with your layouts. You have created your own personal masterpiece. There is no right or wrong as to how you journal. I absolutely love how this page turned out. When I get back, I will share with you all of the things about our trip to Mexico and then my trip to California as well. You guys are awesome. I appreciate you being here. If you enjoyed this, please leave me a heart emoji. Let me know what you think about the layout. And how about you share with me your way of journaling? Do you like to collage? Are you a simple journaler, or do you just like to document and write? Let me know in the comments below. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you next time. Bye.